Hey guys, Casual Game Ready 4, welcome back to the game room. Today's video, I have two packages from Japan full of goodies that I want to go over. Yeah, we'll do that right after I roll this intro. Alright guys, so the two packages you see here that I got from Japan, they're from Sendico. So what Sendico is it's kind of like an online broker for shopping. Yahoo Auctions Japan and Mercari Japan. Basically what you can do is buy from those two sites, because you have to have a Japanese address to purchase from them, and they will you'll add money to your Sendico account, then you can purchase on there. The items are sent to them, they will repackage them and then ship them to you. And we'll kind of get into in this video, is it worth it? Is it not worth it? Kind of scenario. But the reason that I have two packages is because I found that it was cheaper to have them packaged in two smaller parcels and sent to me than one large parcel. Let's go ahead and switch the cameras a little bit, and we'll kind of give you the rundown on some screen capture on what Sendico is, how it operates. We'll get into unboxing of these and then my final thoughts. Alright, so this is the first package. As you can see, I have not opened it other than taking the packing slip out of it, and so we can get the whole experience. Of course, I know what's in here, I want to see how they packaged it and everything. It's taped fairly good. I don't know how well. This is a pretty good sized box. I don't know how well it's going to turn up on the camera. Alright. So I do like the way that the box is folded, so that you can't really cut into anything that's in there. Oh, you got a lot of noise going on from this box. But you can see that everything appears to be packed fairly well. A lot of bubble wrap, which is nice. Okay. Alright, so I don't know the best way to do this. Is you kind of already see some stuff that may be in here. We're going to go ahead and this is the first thing. So, Go-Go Ockman 2 on the Super Famicom. Fun little platformers. Glad to have this one in the collection. Some of these little inflated bags. So this game is bubble wrapped individually. I would assume this is probably how it was shipped to them, and they just opened the outer packaging and put it in here. So it's packed very nicely, and bubble wrap and in some foam. So kudos to them for that. Definitely a lot of packing material if I need to send anything out. So another Super Famicom game, and it is a Go-Go Ockman. Again, awesome platformer. Glad to have the first two games in my collection. So the next one is a 3-pack of Super Famicom games. You can kind of see there. This came with the system. And I'll give you prices on all this at the end. But I think it was like $13 or something I get for the Super Famicom. Well, spoilers, there's a Super Famicom in here. And it came with 3 games. It came with Super Mario RPG, which I will not be able to play on the Super Famicom because I don't read Japanese. But I can put it in my Retron and get the translation patch and play it that way. Tiny Toons Adventures from Konami. Glad to have that in the collection. Most Konami games or platformer style games are fun. And then Super Mario Kart. I believe I already have this one. So what I'll probably do is take the shell and put on the yellowed shell there. So before we get into, let's go ahead and do this one. Again, all this stuff seems packaged really well. It's kind of hard to get into some of it actually, which is a good thing. So I picked up Kirby and the Forgotten Lands on the Switch. It is the Japanese version, but from my understanding, I've not tested this. From my understanding, the cartridge itself has all the languages on it. So when I put it into my American Switch, it will notice that it is in an NTSC Switch, North American Switch, and I'll be able to play the game in English. This was, I think, like $28, $27, $28. So a good deal on that relatively new game. A fun game. So next we have the Super Famicom itself. No cables, no controllers, which I'm fine with, because of course I have Super NES controllers. So Super Famicom. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. Not really yellow, a little dirty. I can clean that up. Of course, I'll take it apart and clean it real good before putting some cartridges in it. But yeah, it appears to be in really nice shape. And I'll talk about what I'm going to do with this probably in a later video. But glad to have this in the collection. It's not super yellow again. I just need some cleanup work. And the power adapter and the multi-out AV cable that I already have will work fine with this. I'm running out of room to put stuff. And then last but not least, in that box, this one could have been packaged a little better, but it is from the package by the seller, like this, I assume. And inside that box is all the styrofoam and stuff. It's not gonna hurt anything at all. More of a showpiece. Of course, I can play it, but that is the Mario Kart 64 controller bundle. That's actually DHL right there, sending me my notification saying my packages was delivered. So open it up, and you have the controller. It did come with this bundle. Come with an exclusive controller, which is black, and then the bottom is gray. It was purposely like that, two-toned. Decent stick on it. I would say this probably hasn't been used a whole lot. The controller feels really nice. So yeah, happy with that. And then also in the box is a complete in-box copy of Super Mario 64, which is cool to see. There it is. Super clean copy of that. I did not have a copy of this, so it's good to have that. My 64 is region modded. I got a new tray in it, so I will be able to play this in my 64. So I think this was $18. That box is in great shape. That outer box. I assume because it's been in this box the whole time. But yeah. So that is, if nothing else, a great showpiece, a great collection piece, and that big box with the controller bundle. So yeah, there's that. So moving right along, let me pull my shipping address off this other box real quick. It's a little smaller, and I'm gonna get this whole box on frame. I got some pretty cool stuff in here as well. You may be wondering why I wouldn't just have them ship one big parcel. The reason behind that is with the shipping options that were available for me, it was cheaper in the long run to do 2 smaller packages than one large package. You can see again, packed really nice. We'll get this out first, which I'm super pumped about this. Having this in the collection. As y'all know, it's one of my favorite game series. That is Castlevania on the Famicom disk system. Those letters there will come off fairly easy. I just hope that it's not been written over. It does not have the slip cover that comes with it, but I'm perfectly fine with that. I can't wait to play that either. Some Famicom titles that I got. I like Famicom games because just the different cartridge colors are cool. Like I used to not like them, but now I'm kind of like them. So I picked up Super Mario World, the original on Famicom, just to have it, a piece of Nintendo history to have, and Super Mario Brothers 3. I will be playing these through to see if there's any differences in the games or not. All right, so moving on along, we got some GameCube games. We got Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, which I probably will not be playing. It came in a lot that I bought. I love their their GameCube games because they're in smaller plastic, clear plastic cases. Got your manual in it and your disc. Disc is in great shape on that. And they come with these cardboard slip covers, which is really cool. I really like that. So that one, Mario Tennis, which I will be able to play. And again, manual inside. And that disc looks to be in good shape as well. I am going to flip. Oh, this has the manual and all the stuff in it. The other one might too. I didn't really look. So that's on the outside. And there's a little Yoshi tennis sticker on there. And a couple more. So Donkey Konga did not have the slipcover. It does have the manual. It does come in the case. I don't have a set of Congos, so again, disc in great shape. So I can't play this. I don't know if it supports the regular controller or not. That might be something to look at. And then last is Super Smash Brothers. And we get the slipcover, manual, and the disc. Disc could use some wiping down, but other than that, it's in really good shape. So one more. You may be asking why I would get these. There's some water damage to this box, which I'm not super happy with. I may be able to iron that out. I don't know if it'll come up on the camera or not. You can kind of see it waviness there. I should be able to iron that out, and it should be fine. But Mario Kart. Maybe asking why I bought these games if I already have them. And it's just because I wanted a few Japanese games in the collection. These are some good ones. This is in great shape. And they play easy without me having to know how to read Japanese. And I think the last thing in this box, yep, is this. And it probably was packaged better in the original package that they got sent. And they took it out, and of course in this one's all the foam. And that is a Japanese GameCube. Looks to be in pretty good shape. Minimal yellowing on the front. It might just be dirty. I don't even know that it's even yellowed. It's good cleaning. All the port covers are there. It is the DOL001 model, as you can see there. It should work. The listing said that it worked. And it doesn't look super dirty. But this was like $13. And it does have the Serial 2 port, which is great. And it was just the system, or as they call it, the body. I already have a black Nintendo branded controller, and I already have power supply and AV cables for this, but I am going to do the HDMI converter since it is digital out. Always pick up cables if you see them, guys. I picked up like the GameCube cable and the multi-out cable for like $1 a piece at the yard sale, so always pick those up. So the reason that I got this and the GameCube, Japanese GameCube games, is so I can play them, but I also ordered a few other things that didn't come through Sendico. Came from Amazon. Ordered a Switch. So this Switch will go here somewhere, hopefully. I'll have to take it apart and see how it fits in there best. Might have to go on the side. So I can region mod it. So I can switch from Japanese region or Japan to North American. And I also ordered another Pico, so I can do the mod to play from SD card, and it comes with pretty much everything that you need. It's got thermal pads. I think this is double-sided tape for the Pico, maybe. I don't know what that's for, to be honest. Maybe for the Pico, but it also comes with this 3D printed mount to make putting the Pico in there easier, and a SD to SP2 for the bottom. So this should be a super clean mod, and that will be in another video. So let's go back over to the other camera and talk about some of my thoughts. Alright guys, so I've got my screen capture going, got my video going, got my audio going. So Sendico.com. Again, they're kind of a well, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. Kind of a facilitator, I guess, of you being able to purchase from these marketplaces. Yahoo Auctions, Mercari,
Rakuten, and other shops. I've not used anything other than Macari, so I can't speak for those. But I would assume that it works very much the same. I'm sure you can probably get a lot better deals on Yahoo Auctions um, because the items are at auction. Um, so what you do, they're broker. That's the word I was looking for. Um, Go to Sendico, set up an account. You can go to your wallet, add funds to your wallet, and then they're purchasing with the funds in your wallet. If it's not there, you're not going to be able to get said item. I use Macari because it's not an auction. Funds are there. Sendico purchases the item, ships it to them, and then in turn they repackage and ship to me. So what I do, so I'll go to, instead of searching here, because it gets kind of cluttered and then you're going to look at all this stuff, I'll go to specifically to whatever marketplace I'm using. In this situation, we're going to use Macari. Um, and then something that I do that's helped me yield better results, you can sometimes just type in like GameCube and get a return on that. And find exactly what you're looking for. And you can see all the different things that are for sale on here right now. Some good deals, some not so good deals. But what I was doing to get the best return on my search is I'd go to like translate, and we'll type in GameCube. Translate it to Japanese. Copy that. And then dump that into the search. And I've had good luck with getting more items to show up. So you can see, like right now, we can get Resident Evil Biohazard. It's not a super expensive game, but $3 on the GameCube. It's not a bad deal at all. Really. We can also do Nintendo. That way we'll get back a bunch of stuff. So yeah, some really cool stuff. So what do we got here? Is this an actual Pro controller? No, it's a Hori controller. Some Game Boy games, plush, Bomberman. So almost unused. So this is Game Boy Advance. Let's take a look at it. So it comes with a box, all the inserts. Looks like it's in really good shape. Power's on. Got the battery compartment door. Looks super clean. For $139, that don't seem too bad to me. I don't need one, but it doesn't seem too bad at all. Tears of the Kingdom, $47. Probably not worth it by the time you pay shipping. Here's a Splatoon Pro controller for $35 with a box. That may be worth it. I'm not sure what that particular controller is going for now. But yeah, that's pretty much how it works. And then what they'll do is, let's see if I can show you this without it showing a bunch of personal stuff. So what it'll do is it'll come here, your purchases, and it'll be pending. Then the negotiation is not really a negotiation in the sense that you would think. It's a negotiation in the sense that they're saying, hey, here's the money for this, you send me this, and all that's done. I mean, the item is purchased, it'll change to the different statuses. And then you will get, once all your items are in, you can create a parcel. So you can add those items, like create a parcel. Excuse me, I don't currently have any items. I just hit that. That was probably loud. I don't have any items to create a parcel, but you would click on which items you want in that parcel. And then pay for the shipping, and then they would give you a tracking number and dispatch it. So this parcel, for example, had 6 items in it. And if I click on this, I don't know how much of this I'm going to have to blur out a bunch of it because it's got my address on it. But you can see all the information here. It'll say one console junk. Junk in the sense that it's not tested. We would call something junk that doesn't work, that's junk or garbage. They call like untested, thrifted stuff, used stuff, junk. You can see that 5 pieces of game software, 1 console. That was my GameCube games, my Famicom games, Famicom disc, and GameCube was all in that parcel. And then the other one was my Super Famicom, Switch, and Mario Kart 64. And you see how they kind of laid it out here. 11 pieces of software, 1 controller, 1 console. So it's super easy to use. And it took about 2 weeks, I want to say, for me to get my items once they shipped. You may have to, I don't know. Let me find something. So like this one here, you can see where it says inland shipping. It says inland shipping is included, which means that they will ship this item to Sendico, and that's included in that price. You don't have to pay the shipping there. Some items you may have to pay for the shipping to Sendico, so you might need to take that into consideration as well. So yeah, that's how Sendico works. Now that I kind of give you the rundown, you kind of see how it works here. Let's go back over, and I'll go through what I got and kind of give you the rundown on price, what I paid in US dollars when it was all said and done. Alright guys, so we're just going to kind of wrap up and give you my thoughts, but I am going to go through really quick and kind of break down the prices of what I paid US dollars for some of this stuff. And we're going to start with some Super Famicom. So, Go Ackman on Super Famicom, $6.93. So $6.93 is what I ended up being on that one. Go Ackman 2. I got a pretty good deal on that at $3.85 on that one. So Famicom, I picked up both Super Mario Bros. And Super Mario Bros. 3.
$5.40 for the pair of those, so $5.40. Famicom disc, Castlevania, $12.47. I'm a Castlevania fan, so I'm good with that. And it's cheap compared to like eBay prices if you're ordering it stateside or ordering it online. Go to Switch, and I was correct. I think I mentioned it in the unboxing on Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. $26.33 is what I paid for that, which is a good price for a new game, especially a first party game. And it does play just fine on the Switch, on an NTSC Switch. I would assume any region Switch. So I picked up Mario Kart Double Dash on the GameCube, $5.54 on that. A really good price on that. And all the GameCube games did work. So this 4-pack of GameCube games that I got with Super Smash Bros. Melee, Mario Tennis, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, and Donkey Konga without the slip. I was $12.47 for the 4 of those, which is really good for GameCube games. And then granted, I do understand that they are a Japanese version, and like Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles I will not be able more likely to play, but the other ones I can. So the GameCube that I got, I have already modded it, and I did do a rigid mod as well. Ended up putting the Switch right there. $12.47. So for a 001 model GameCube, and it does work, has all the port covers. It did not come with controller or cords, but as I mentioned before, I had extras of those that I picked up at a yard sale for $1 a piece or whatnot. So worst case scenario, we'll say $8 in cable stuff that I already had. So you're looking at $20.47, but $12.47 for the GameCube itself. And again, it does work. I have already modded it. It does have the Pico boot in it. Works great. So that is good prices. The next really good deal that I got was the Super Famicom. I wanted one in the collection. Now I got one. It came with 3 games. Super Mario RPG, which I will not be able to play, but it's a cool collection piece. Tiny Toons Adventures, and Super Mario Kart. I'm glad to have those games in the collection. $12.47 for that bundle as well. So great deals. And then probably my favorite piece is the Mario Kart 64 controller bundle. Great condition. The more I look at it, I don't think the controller was even used. The game's in great shape, all complete, great showpiece. $18 and a penny is what I ended up with this. With that being said, you do have some administrative fees through Sendico, and you do have shipping. So it costed me about $45 to have all of it shipped stateside. That does seem like a lot, and that does add to the cost. But when you take in consideration everything that I got, and you divide that shipping cost by the number of items that I got, I did pretty good, and I got some pretty good deals. So if you're doing a bulk buy and you can divide that shipping cost over the number of items that you ordered, it's totally worth it, 100% worth it. But if you're just going to buy 1 or 2 things, it's probably not worth the shipping cost that it's going to take to get those 1 or 2 items to you. You would probably be better off and get it faster. Just to order it through eBay or buy it in the wild or something like that.
But it is cool. Great experience. Sendico is a great website, and I'll definitely use them in the future. And you can find some deals for sure. So guys, I've got to put all this stuff away. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully if you're looking for some import stuff, you'll check out Sendico and go from there. So guys, thanks for watching. Until next time.